Welcome back to TechKidFX for another price prediction update, and in this video I'll be giving you a price prediction update on Quant, whose current price stands at the $158 mark, and here on TradingView the market is down by 2.89%. and in this video I want to give you the key scenarios that I expect to play out basing my analysis on the Elliot wave structures, the Fibonacci's, and also draw out any key chart pattern that you have information on this chart. And I'll kickstart the video by giving a brief of what has been happening on this chart. Quant from the all-time high has been seeing no prices in this massive ABC corrective movement, which has now taken us back to around the $41.2 mark, and after making that low we are seeing a bit of a bounce to the upper side. And if I jump to the 4-hour chart so that we can analyze this movement to the upper side, after making our low down there, that movement to the upper side has been obeying the Elliot wave structures, and if I draw it out, we can have this as the first wave to the upper side, then a wave 2, then this is a wave 3, then I'm expecting a retracement over here in the formation of a wave 4, then continue pushing higher in the formation of a wave 5 to complete a higher Elliot wave count 1. And getting a little bit into the details of the formation of this Elliot wave structure that I have right here, after seeing the high of that first wave over here, we saw a very nice retracement to the lower side in the formation of a wave 2, and using the Fibonacci's we can get to see whether this wave 2 has done the minimum that we expect a wave 2 to do by retracing between the fib level 0.382 and the fib level 0.5. and by drawing the Fibonacci's from the low of that first wave to the high of that first wave, my minimum target area in the formation of a second wave is between the fib level 0.382 and the fib level 0.5, and you can see Quant retraced into that target area, and after making the low for that second wave we saw a very nice bounce to the upper side in the formation of a wave 3. And using a trend based Fibonacci we can get to see whether this wave 3 has done the minimum that we expect a wave 3 to the upper side to do by just connecting the Fibonacci's from the low of that first wave to the high of that first wave, then dragging the fibs to the low of that second wave. And the minimum target area to the upper side is at the fib level 1.618, and that is at around the $238.7 mark, and the high that we have over here in the formation of a third wave is at around the $228 mark, meaning there's a $10 difference between the high that we have for here on the chart and the high that we sketched out using the trend based Fibonacci. And there are high chances that the high was in at around the $228 mark, and whatever we are seeing over here is a retracement to the lower side in the formation of a fourth wave. And because the fourth wave is a retracement of the third wave, we can use the Fibonacci's, connecting them from the low of that wave 2 to the high of that wave 2 to give us a minimum retracement area to the lower side in the formation of a wave 4 between the fib level 0.382 and the fib level 0.618, and I can mark that target area here on the charts like that. That is the minimum that I expect that second wave to the lower side to do, and you can see we have come down into this target area, though we have not fully maximized that target area to the lower side in the formation of a fourth wave. And because this is a fourth wave, we also expect to see an ABC corrective movement play out over here, and I'm expecting to see such a structure. And over here we have the formation of a wave A, making our low at around the $158 mark, and after making that low we saw a very nice bounce to the upper side, making a peak in the formation of a wave B at around the $195 mark. Then I'm expecting a very nice retracement over here to the lower side in the formation of a wave C, making our low in that wave C below the low that we have over here in the formation of our wave A. And I believe that is what is playing out over here, and today maybe we might be able to make that low in the formation of that wave C, and once that plays out then we can sketch out a very nice movement to the upper side in the formation of that fifth wave to the upper side. And getting to the key chart patterns that are in formation over here to support that movement to the lower side in the formation of that wave C, we have you can see over here we have this trend line over here. We can connect those lows like that, then the highs on this other side like this, and you can see we have formed a structure right here which is a triangle, and this triangle has given us a bit of a breakout to the lower side in this 4-hour chart, and that is at the time of the recording of this video. And this is a chart pattern that can break to the lower side, having the target area of that breakout as the height of the triangle. So using a trend line we can get that height between that is the height of the triangle, then place it over here to give us a minimum target area to the lower side back to around the $127 mark. But for me I'm expecting this fourth wave to do a maximum of the $141.9 mark. So in case we continue seeing lower prices and get to this target area, that is the lower side of the target area, then I'll be so confident that the low is in the formation of that fourth wave. Then expect a very nice bounce to the upper side in the formation of that fifth wave to the upper side. And using the trend based Fibonacci, I can also sketch out a minimum target area to the upper side in the formation of that fifth wave to the upper side by just connecting the trend based Fibonacci from the low of that wave 1 to the high of the wave 1, and then dragging the Fibonacci's to the high of that wave 3, and that gives me a minimum target area to the upper side and the fib level 0.618, and that is at around the $285.1 mark. So once you see the low for that fourth wave, I'm expecting a very nice bounce to the upper side back to around the $285.1 mark to complete that higher Elliot wave count 1 to the upper side. Also jumping to the 1 hour chart to see what chart patterns we have information right here. Here on the 1 hour chart we have a channel that is in formation. Here on the 1 hour chart we have the formation of a descending channel, and you can see this channel has been well respected. Quant has given us more than 3 touch points, and at the moment we are trading within the middle part of the channel, and there's a possibility in case we continue pushing lower, and once you see the breakout out of that chart pattern that I have drawn out, there's a possibility of quantum getting to the lower side of the channel. And once we get to that lower side of the channel, there are 2 possible scenarios that can play out. We can either find support and then see a very nice bounce to the upper side, back to the upper side of the channel, and maybe a breakout of the channel to the upper side. There's also a possibility that we might lose the lower side of the channel and break out of the channel to the lower side, and in that movement I would expect us to see the low for that fourth wave, then see a very nice bounce to the upper side in the formation of that fifth wave, and getting back to the 1 hour to the 4 hour chart so that we can also take a look at the indicators. Here on the 4 hour RSI we are trading at around the 37 mark, meaning we have massive room for us to support any movement to the lower side and also any movement to the upper side. Also taking a look at the MACD, here on the MACD we have printed a bearish cross, and that means lower prices are coming our way, and any breakouts out of that chart pattern that I have drawn out to still be supported here on the MACD. So let's be patient and see how that plays out, and I'll keep you updated.